So, see how you notice this little Yorkie's ears are all black? Well, they're supposed to be pink, actually. But that's not normal. There's a condition, there's something happening here, and it looks like what we call the leather ear. And it's most likely a yeast infection of the leather. It's not normal and it won't clear out with regular washing. So, in this case, I recommended a vet visit. The vet might prescribe a medicated ear cleaner, an antifungal ointment, or even both. So, this is something like a yeast overgrowth on the ear leather, and it's turning the skin black and thick and gooey. Vets usually treat this with something like miconazole, I think that's what it's called, or a prescription antifungal cleaner. It's really important not to ignore this because it can get worse and even spread. So the most common cause is yeast infection, ear mites, less common but can irritate and lead to secondary infections. Moisture trapped from grooming or humidity. Yorkies are really prone to that. Food allergies or skin sensitivity, chronic inflammation feeds the yeast. So the ear leather just turns black and sometimes even thickened or leathery in texture. That's why we call it leather ear. It's sticky or greasy and often smells really bad, like corn chips or dirty socks. The gooey stuff is yeast buildup, dead skin and oil and debris all stuck together. It doesn't come off easily with regular shampoo or wipes because it's not just dirt. So yes, a visit to the vet is really important in this case. So I told this little Molly's mom, and she said she would be visiting the vet real soon, and we will see if the condition gets better. All right, so this is what's going on here. We have a curled toenail that's going right, it's almost into that toe pad. Look at that. Get in close. Look at that. It's curling. This is the base, and this is the tip. And look at how the tip is starting to press in that little toe pad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use some kitty nippers here, these little kitty nippers, and I'm going to just take a little bit of that off here. If I were to use, give me a second. Okay, if I were to use these bigger clippers, see how that would not work? That wouldn't work. There's not enough space in this little curve here. So what I need to do is use kitty nippers. And can you imagine, sometimes they're even tighter than that. So I'm going to come in and just nip a little part. Will there be any blood? I don't know. We're going to nip. All right. So I came in close. You know, I could have cut right in the middle, but I don't know how long that vein is yet. So hang on, sorry. Yeah, like that, sorry. So I prefer to cut just a little further down so that I know that I am not cutting that vein. What I might do at this point, I might come in with a little file and file some of that off to give myself a little more space for my nippers. Give me a second. I'm just replacing her. I'm just placing her. She's getting annoyed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just clip just a little bit to see what's going on with that vein. Vein's not present yet. Give me a second. Sorry for the blur here. She's moving around. I'm keeping my eye on that. I'm going to take a little more off. All right, so we have a vein present. Look at this, guys. Give me a second. I'm trying to settle her. See that dot? That black dot is telling me that vein, that's the start of the vein. If I would have cut right in the center here, I might have cut too much off and she would have bled. So I prefer, instead of cutting right in the center, to come in a little closer to the pad, cut a little off, maybe file a bit,
I'm going to file a little more here. Hang on, I got to get back into focus. File maybe just a little more. And there you go. I can't go any further than that. She's not, she doesn't want to do this. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, she doesn't want to do this anymore. Okay, so see, we got that down. There still is a little curve, but I have no choice because that nail, I got to stop it. Wrong one. Where is it? No, that is the right one. Sorry. Yeah, so there it is. Sorry, I wanted to mention. Okay, so see, there's that dot again. I don't want to go any further than that. That's where her vein is. We stop right there. So she has a second one here also. Second one. The base of her nail is here, and the tip of the nail is kind of curling inwards. See that? So I'm going to come in with the kitty nippers, and I'm just going to come in and take a little bit off that side here. Let's hope there's no screaming or no blood. Oops, she jolted. All right, so I made myself some space. I'm going to have a look. Okay, so I can cut a little more flat. Cut that tip off. Now, the reason why, sorry if it's all blurry for a moment, guys, just bear with me. It's a close-up and she's moving. I'm trying to get the best image for you guys here. So here, there's not much space, so I'm going to create a little bit of space with my file. Sorry for the jiggles. A little bit of space with the file. She's moving around still. This pup is a little overweight also, so she's having trouble here. All right, so I created some space so I can come back in with my nippers here. And I'm just going to clip just a little at a time. She doesn't want this anymore. And so a little more maybe. I'm going to need to do some more filing. You want to sit down? Okay, let's sit down. Can't see underneath. Now that filing helps create space. And we're going to take a little more off. And I think we're going to be all good. We're all good. There. See that dot right there? That dot right there that says stop. All right, so there you go, little one. We got those bad nails done.